continues.
But there's so much in this one piece. There's so much. You have the hand percussion that's optional that you could do. You have the solfege that's under one of the verses. You have the circle singing. I mean, and then it's just beautiful composition on top of that.
Well, one of my favorite parts of the composition, and we may have mentioned this earlier, is the fact that it really starts as a personal song. When I sing, I feel this way. And when I sing, I feel this way. But when I get to sing with these other people who love to sing, when we sing, there's such the feeling, the space of it grows. I'm not sure how to describe that, but it becomes less of an independent statement and much more of a dependent on other musicians for the feel of it. I love that it evolves in that way. I don't really know of too many other pieces that take that kind of evolution. I present this to you, now we get to present this to you together.
Right. And you know, and that, I appreciate that you said that, because that was so much a part of the journey. When you first gave me the lines, you know, all of those sheets of paper where they wrote down their thoughts about what they feel they experience in music, I heard two things. I heard, for the most part, how music, for some of them, is the way they release. Some of them even would put down notes of things that had happened in their lives that were dark. That's where the anger statement came from. And how some of them talked about they would go to their room and they would listen to and sing music and sing songs. And some of them talked about how being in the choir was their way to release. That to me was very powerful, which is what I wanted the song to express. It was going to stay on the positive, but to have that one little negative place that a number of them went to, which was, I feel anger sometimes. And music relieves that for me. And then that whole journey that most of them talked about, it's amazing how the song, you brought up, the song really did go from, this is what I feel, and sometimes I don't feel good, I'm not happy about life, but music takes me to that happy place. And then when I sing with these girls, when we sing, there's no anger anymore. There's no more of what went on at home. I am here, we're expressing joy. And then at the end, it's just, we're just do-do-do-do-do-do. Hey, we just sit on, just like some of those girls said, I go to her house and we sing. We've got that song through with all of those expressions to the one where it's not even so much the choral singing, it's the community of singing.
It's and it's very organic and authentic and not constructed.
Yes.
Like you said, the community of singing rather than, this is a choral piece. So I like that that's an element of this composition.
And I like that it's at the end, because we had thought about it, and I said, no, it needs to be at the end. That way, if we hope that people will feel the freedom to actually go there and then do just what we did, which happened, wasn't playing. We pull the audience in, and then watch this, I sing, we sing, the community sings. That the whole community was singing last night, down on the floor, up on the stage. The song took them through all of that, but all of that came out of you all and these singers, because you're the one who mentioned the circle singing. You're the one who, when I've seen, there have been times you all have done solfege on song. That's why that stuck in my mind. Put solfege in there. You know, the different thoughts were based on the relationship of having come to your concerts and observed. And I know they did that at Drake too, you know, where they just actually put the song on solfege. So we've got the educational component as well as the community component. And then just the whole expression of the soul. Ideas. And our hope is that that is supposed to be one of the ways that the other choir director and choir keeps this song breathing, is that they use the doo-doo as just what they begin with. And the when we sing, they can do that or not. They have the freedom to just start with that first idea and go completely off into something else. Everything we have there, except for that first section, everything else can be a whole new creation, which allows that the other choirs to be part of the creative process. That whole last section should be an adventure, a journey in creativity for that group. And the reason I told, because Teresa was like, well, do you really want to put all of this in there? I did want to put it there because there will be some directors who will not feel comfortable doing this. You know, there will be some groups that that's just out of their comfort zone. They at least have to add or take away harmonies as something to make it creative for them. You know, but then there will probably be some groups that will do some things that are just out of this world, you know.